I was still a thief when I met Anil. And though only 15, I was an experienced and fairly successful hand. Welcome, heroes. Just listen to that opening line. It gives you chills, right? We are dropping straight into the calculated, street-smart mind of a teenage mastermind. We aren't dealing with your average naive kid today. We are talking about a seasoned, undercover ninja of a thief who knows exactly how to manipulate the world around him. Welcome back to The Explainer. Grab your gear because today we are diving into an absolute masterpiece of an adventure. Ruskin Bond's The Thief's Story. Now, on the surface, this might just look like a simple heist plot, but as we decode it today, you'll see it's actually a massive, emotional roller coaster about deception, magic-level trust, and the unbelievable superpower of human transformation. To beat this narrative, we've got 6 epic levels to clear today. 1. A thief meets his mark. 2. Trust and new beginnings. 3. The midnight betrayal. 4. The weight of conscience. 5. Unspoken forgiveness. And finally, level 6, the power of education. Let's blast off. Level 1. A thief meets his mark, setting the trap. Right out of the gate, our main guy spots his next target at a wrestling match. He calls himself Hari Singh, though he totally admits he changes his name every month, like a superhero changing costumes just to dodge the police. The contrast between these two is wild. It's like pairing a cunning little fox with a giant, friendly golden retriever. You have Hari Singh, 15, razor-sharp and running purely on survival instinct. Then you have Anil, a 25-year-old struggling writer who is tall, easygoing, and just dangerously trusting. Hari literally looks at Anil and thinks, yep, this guy is simple enough for my trap. He turns on the charm, flashes a megawatt smile, and talks his way into a job, even after Anil flat out tells him he has no money to pay him. The friction between Hari's predatory instincts and Anil's absolute vulnerability is the engine of this entire story.
Level 2, Trust and New Beginnings. An unlikely bond. Hari has successfully hacked his way into the house, so let's see how this crazy experiment plays out.
So, Hari claimed he could cook. Total lie. His first meal was so disastrous, like a crazy scientist explosion level of bad, that Anil literally fed it to a stray dog and told Hari to hit the road. But Hari just hung around giving that cute puppy dog smile, and instead of kicking him out, Anil does something mind-blowing. He laughs. He pats Hari on the head and promises to teach him how to cook. Even wilder, he offers the ultimate cheat code, education. Anil starts teaching him how to write his name, promising whole sentences and numbers later. Hari's brain starts buzzing. If he can write like an educated guy, there is literally no limit to the loot he could score. But the ultimate temptation is ticking like a time bomb. Anil's money situation was a total roller coaster. He'd be borrowing one week, lending the next. But one day, jackpot. He gets paid for selling a book and comes home with a fat stack of 600 rupees. Hari watches him stash this treasure right under the mattress. Hari's been softening this guy up for a month. He literally has the key to the front door. The heist is officially on. Level 3, the midnight betrayal. We have reached the climax, folks, the moment of truth. Hari justifies the theft to himself like a classic villain, thinking, hey, if I don't take it, he'll just waste it on his friends anyway. Plus, he doesn't even pay me a salary. The suspense here is off the charts. The room is flooded with moonlight. Anil is sleeping like a baby, his face completely calm, which is a stark contrast to Hari's tense, scarred face. Hari creeps up like a shadow. He slides his hand under the mattress and slips the cash out without a single sound. Suddenly, Anil sighs and rolls over in his sleep, right toward him. Hari freaks out and scurries out of the room. He hits the road. He's got the cash. Mission accomplished, or so he thinks. But winning doesn't feel like a victory parade at all. Level 4, the weight of conscience. Let's see how a physical escape transforms into a massive internal battle. Let's track Hari's steps here. Evening, the heist is successful. He sprints to the station for the 10:30 express. He dashes onto the deserted platform. The train is just pulling out. He could easily jump into a carriage. But he freezes. He literally cannot move, and even he can't explain why. His escape pod leaves without him. He wanders the bazaar, and by midnight, he's sitting by a clock tower in the freezing November rain. The stolen money is soaking wet at his waist. Why didn't he jump on that train? The answer is deep inside his psychological database. In his career as a thief, Hari had analyzed victims like a scientist. Greedy men show fear, rich men show anger, poor men show acceptance. But Anil? Hari knew that when Anil discovered the missing cash, his face would show only a quiet, heartbreaking sadness. Not for the money, but because his trust was broken. That thought, the shattering of a beautiful human connection, is what stops Hari in his tracks.
Which brings us to the morning after. Level 5. Unspoken forgiveness. This is where we witness one of the most emotional, powerful resolutions ever written. Hari makes a heroic choice in the freezing rain. He heads back to the room. As he notes, it is much easier to steal something than to return it undetected. His heart is hammering against his ribs. He sneaks back to the bed, feels Anil's warm breath on his hand, and miraculously manages to slide those damp notes back under the mattress. He actively chooses his own self-respect over a quick buck.
The next morning, Hari oversleeps. Anil is already up and has made the tea. And then Anil holds out a 50 rupee note toward Hari. Hari's heart drops to the floor. Game over, he thinks. He's been caught. Anil says, "I made some money yesterday. Now you'll be paid regularly." But when Hari takes the note, he feels it. It's still wet from the rain. Anil knows. He knows the whole story. But here is the magic. The text says neither his lips nor his eyes showed anything. Anil uses the ultimate superpower. He chooses grace and total forgiveness over punishment.
Level 6. The power of education. A transformed mind. Let's decode the real magic spell here. What actually rewired Hari's heart? It completely comes down to a shift in how Hari views education. When Anil first offered to teach him to write, Hari's immediate thought was, cool, I can use this to scheme and steal way more money. But sitting out there alone in the cold rain, his entire worldview flipped. He realized that whole sentences could bring him far more than 600 rupees. Stealing is small time, but becoming a truly clever, honest, and respected man, that's the real goal. Anil didn't just teach him the alphabet. Through pure, blind trust, he taught Hari morality. As we wrap up this epic journey, I want to leave you with this final puzzle to crack. Why doesn't Anil just hand the thief over to the police? Think about it. If Anil called the cops, Hari would have gone to jail, hardened his heart, and probably come out an even better criminal. By choosing not to shame him, by keeping the betrayal a secret, Anil gives Hari his dignity back. He gives him the space to actually become the hero of his own story. It brilliantly proves that sometimes radical empathy is the most transformative magic of all. What an adventure! Lock these notes into your brain, keep questioning the world, and I will catch you on the next Explainer.